said 3 seconds.
Too late. I just click record.
Oh,
What he counting for? Yeah.
bro, you could have been like, man, exactly. You should have counted down.
3, 2.
Nigga, you already.
What's up, guys?
Stop
This is
lying.
Charles Chanchowitz.
Okay.
Yeah, I start that shit all over.
I gotta cut it. What's up, y'all? Welcome to our podcast. This is MC King. My YouTube channel is That Dude King. My Twitch is That Dude Streams. My Mixer, Facebook, and Twitter is That Dude King. Joining me is Buell Boy, Charchanowitz, and Marcellus.
Man, I was waiting for it.
Alright, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Oh my god. I hate y'all. I hate y'all. Yo, what up, everyone? And everything is your boy, Johnny, That Dude King's podcast. How's everybody doing today? I want y'all to follow me on YouTube, Marcinelli, MARSNALLY. I'll be seeing y'all on my channel soon.
Sound like Bill Cosby. Got the roof is ready.
You gotta be professional, my guy.
We got, alright, next.
What's up? It's Bullet Boy 94. That is the Twitch. That is the Twitter. That is the IG. Pimpin' is pimpin'. Church. Cathedral.
Alright, for our last one.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Charles Chanchowitz. You can find me on IG at L City Boy, EL City Boy. Yeah.
Alright, now that we got all the introductions out the way, we can move on to our first topic. What we're gonna be talking about right now is Call of Duty New Battle Royale. What do y'all think about it?
Fire. Next up.
I don't even really know, man. Like, I think the spawns are ass, but the game mode is actually pretty tight. I think it's one of the better battle royales out lately. In my opinion.
It needs a little bit of tuning when it comes to the gulag and the hit confirms, lags, player versus player lag. It doesn't make any sense to me. I understand that it's, 10 people up in there at one time and you still have the game going. That's cool, that's fine, it's dandy. But if I can watch on his screen that I lag out and he lags out and he kills me because of that, that's not right. He shouldn't get a win for that, but
Get a win for what?
Cause man, you can lose to a lag. Like you can clearly see somebody like you shoot directly at them, and
that's facts.
And they would just not move. And then when they screen pop up, you're on the ground. It doesn't make sense.
They need to bring in dedicated servers.
That's facts.
Now,
I was just playing earlier, and all of a sudden, I was playing My Hero Academies, One's Justice. I was sitting up there punching one dude, and his health bar was not going down at all. He was just walking forward up to me. I was sitting up there punching him. The dude was not losing health at all. And all of a sudden, I'm on the ground. Final round, it was done.
basically.
I was so bad.
That, you should just change your settings so you don't get matchmaking. Well, at least for fighting games, so you get matchmaking with people with better connections. But it don't work for shooting games. You get what you get.
Basically.
And you know, that's not fair to the people who got good connections. And we playing against somebody who boo ass. I can't do it. It ain't good. So you lose every time.
Now, what I think is the game for me, because I hate Call of Duty. But when I played it, it was alright. I really like the idea of the goulash. You basically give you a second chance to fight, basically your second win. Yeah, they need to fix some of the glitches and all the bugs, glitches, and lags. But for right now, yeah, it is kind of the most basically solid, well, better battle royale that's out right now. It's gonna be up there with competing against Fortnite and Apex, and it's probably gonna soon drop off if they don't get enough money. Cause you know how Activision is.
Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Uh,
It might stay, but if nobody's paying that money,
people paying money, bro. It's good.
of course they're paying money.
Yeah, hands down.
It's gonna do good. It's gonna do good.
yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, it's actually a good game, and it's coming from me, and I hate
Where
that.
it's gonna fail is the fact that the game is already 98. Who got 98
Yes. Exactly.
giveaway? And on top of that, I mean, because of the coronavirus, you got to think about that's in effect right now. So yeah, you can say you can get away with it, but nobody knew that was gonna happen. So at the end of the day, it's like you seriously think that people are supposed to just have 98 gigs for one game, and they only want to play one mode? Just let me play the battle royale. It's all I want.
Exactly.
Just let me download that. It was only like 20 gigs when it dropped, so it couldn't have been that big when it came out.
And speaking
No, it wasn't that big.
of coronavirus, let's moving on to the second topic.
Hey, your boy got the segues on deck.
I promise you. Now, everybody know about this coronavirus coming out, and it's canceling a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, it shut down my job because of that.
They didn't do mine, and I wish they did.
Yeah, I just got a message because I thought I was trying to look to see my schedule, and then all of a sudden I go on the website. They're telling us, sorry, we officially closed down our restaurants. I was like, oh my yes. And the government better be paying our asses too. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm crying.
Yep.
Nah,
Sadly, I gotta work regardless. Cause one, I'm in the military and I work in a hospital, so regardless.
Are you a corpsman?
Oh yeah, of course you gotta work.
You a corpsman?
So basically, yeah. So basically,
It's basically like the busiest places right now. If that place is busy, of course.
San Diego,
Oh, you ain't gotta say all that. You gotta say all that.
wait, what's going on?
Yeah, I feel you don't want to say all that. That's what I'm trying to do. But all of my friends, they telling me they gotta go to work and people got the virus and they still gotta show up, which don't make
Yeah, yeah. That's why it's getting worse because people keep going out. Nobody wash their hands or nothing
Exactly.
nowadays. That's why I don't be shaking them by their hands, bro. They be sitting up there offering you a handshake. I'll be like, you better give me a dap or something.
a week or two ago, and everybody was washing their hands. I literally sat there and watched and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, how bad is this virus affecting people? Everybody washed their hands. It wasn't no, oh, this guy, nope. Everybody, before they left, washed their hands. So, I don't know. I don't think that's what's spreading the virus. Now, how people getting it, I can tell you. But I ain't touching random people. I know that.
Sure, me neither.
It's probably the food that they're making now.
You said it's in the food?
Yeah, probably. Next thing, bro, you know what I was thinking about as soon as they talked about the coronavirus? Bro, I was sitting up here thinking about, oh man, what if this ends up being a division? We gonna have to fight to survive. Ain't got nothing in store. just empty cans on the ground that we have to use to drink our water.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'd rather be destined in the division. Means I have a fighting
Yeah.
chance.
Bruh, I was sitting up there thinking while I was at work, bro. I was like, man, we about to end up in the division.
And speaking of dead games, E3 is canceled.
I wasn't even worried about E3.
Yeah.
I like E3. I'm probably the only person who actually want to go to E3. Well, I don't want it to end, but it might end
So
up.
you actually go to E3?
I ain't never been. I always wanted to go.
If anything, it would just be postponed.
No, they said they canceled it. Like it's canceled completely.
Dang, so you basically gotta wait till next year.
Yep.
Man. If I wanted to go, because I'm the type of person that don't like crowds in the first place, I would be upset that I spent my money to try to go to E3
Oh,
and don't get my shit back.
they didn't even sell tickets yet. There's one on the
I
cancel.
was about to say, wasn't E3 coming soon?
It was coming in June. It wasn't this song, but they
Oh,
wanted to
that's-
cancel ahead of time.
You said June?
Yeah, June.
Yeah, that's about 2 months away.
So as far as I know, from a military standpoint, we're all expecting it to go over our heads within more than likely before June.
Yeah.
So like half the stuff that we planned and or had in place for big military per se, everyone's expecting it to blow over before that.
Nah, it ain't gonna blow over like that, bruh. If people keep going out, it's not gonna blow over like that. Because when I was at work, I was like, dang, people still going out here to eat? I'm like, nah, bruh. Cause they got, you know how like Texas Roadhouse, they got the little peanuts at the door
Yeah.
or inside, and everybody just stick their hands in there to grab peanuts and put it in a bag. I was like, bruh. I said, that's how you gonna get sick right there. That's how you gonna capture that mess. You sitting up there peeling the peanuts, and that stuff gets on your hand, and then once you take the nuts out and you eat that shit,
But that's the reason why they shutting down everything. 'Cause they want, like, I went to Zaxby's. Y'all don't know what Zaxby's is. It's the best chicken place in the world. It's better than Chick-fil-A. But
I don't know about it.
No, I don't know about that, my boy. I don't know about that, my boy. No, I don't know about that one.
y'all don't know nothing about that. But it's better than Popeyes, better than Chick-fil-A. But yes.
I'm about to say, I thought you said Chick-fil-A was better than Popeyes. I was about to say,
No, I said Zaxby's is better than both Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. They draw chicken sandwiches can't compete with Zaxby's.
What?
But
I'm gonna have to go try one there.
you gonna have to. They food good. People just be.
I'm gonna have to go try
Zaxby's
one
is
there.
good. It's pretty. I'd say it's fairly cheap as well.
Yeah, should you get a wings and
For
things?
real?
Yeah, you get a
That's
full.
what I'm gonna have to eat.
Get a full wings and things for like $10. You get like wings, boneless or traditional, and then the fingers. And what people don't know is you can get them dipped in different sauces.
What?
You said, but
And they give you all.
Chick-fil-A's fries, hands down the best.
Oh yeah, bro. I had some of their fries. I was like, this is to die for. I was like eating a bag of potato chips with some fries mixed together. I'm like,
But shoot, they Zaxby's they basically shut down the dine-in thing. Taco Bell did the same. There's a lot of people you can't dine in no more. You have to go through the drive-through, and them drive-throughs are wrapped around everywhere.
I mean, who eats in there anyway?
I mean, I don't, but I like to order my food because for some certain reason Zaxby's is blowing up now, and I'm a regular, so I had to go inside instead of what's called my college. But that's
The only time I've been inside a fast food restaurant was Cane's, and that was it.
they shutting that down. They think they're gonna start shutting down Chili's and stuff too, because down here, because they saw the sheriff get it and all that stuff. So they're gonna be shutting down a lot of places. But
I like how people are faking the coronavirus when the police officer pulls them over.
can I see your license register? Okay, that's all right. But shoot, I think they might cancel PAX. They might cancel Evo. I ain't saying nothing about it, but they might cancel PAX and Evo.
The heck is that?
PAX East. PAX East. I think that's a competitive gaming expo, but you know, game developers they do like sneak peeks and stuff. And PAX is fighting games. Not fighting game. Evo is fighting games, and they have little competitions and stuff like that. Buller was just talking about that, like before we started. He was talking about that. He said they had one in Tennessee, in Memphis.
I would be trash at that. I'll probably lose on the first fight.
Shoot, I'll lose on the second. I ain't gonna lie.
I like fighting games, but still, I'll probably lose so quick.
I already lost because I don't like fighting games.
Chill off, huh?
But shoot, now since we got finished talking about that, we got GeForce Now. What for y'all who don't know? What's up?
First of all, GeForce Now.
Yes.
I'm all about that. Soon as I get on Steam, my boy, I'm all about that.
Now,
Soon as I take my desktop out of the box, you gonna see me on there.
and this is the thing. It works on it works on a potato. You can stream not a potato. Quite frankly, a potato is like a garbage computer, but like it runs on a regular computer because you're not doing anything but streaming it, and it streams at 60 frames per second, 1080p. All you need is just 5 gigahertz internet, or if it's 2.4, it can still run a little better. But they were saying that a lot of game developers, such as of course Activision, 2K, Bethesda, they all pulling out because they said they didn't get permission, quote unquote.
From Google Stadia? You talking about Google Stadia?
No, not Google Stadia. They didn't for GeForce Now.
Say.
They said they didn't get permission. GeForce Now didn't get permission to put their games on their console. On their platform. And it was saying that it's not like they're making a profit off the games. They're making a profit off their streaming service. And Activision, they seeing how successful it's been, and they finna pull out. And eventually they're gonna start making their own streaming service. So you have an Activision streaming service, a Ubisoft streaming service, a EA streaming service, a Bethesda streaming service, basic stuff like that. And they don't understand.
And when did this come out?
It came out. It came out a good minute ago. Cause I was just on it.
It came out when?
I don't know the exact date, but it came out a minute ago.
What the heck happened to him?
What happened? But yeah, it's just like it came out a minute ago, but it's been good because I was on it myself. I was playing Destiny. Of course, Destiny gonna be free on everything, but it worked well. It worked just as good as the Xbox streaming service. And I don't really have an issue with the Xbox streaming service at all because I got 5 gigahertz internet all over my house. But what are y'all thoughts on it?
Bro, I just missed the whole conversation. You heard me?
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was about to say, I just missed that whole something.
Streaming is people don't want to pay for consoles. Consoles is gonna die because it's a physical copy. Everything gonna move digital. Oh well, but I mean, truth be told, bro, there's always gonna be people like me who just ain't gonna completely move away from digital, but appreciate losing space because I don't like all that clutter. I don't want to have a whole desk full of just cases of video games. I'm probably not going to touch after a couple of years. Oh well. I mean, that it looks nice, but who is it really for? I'm not playing that many games. I prefer digital because if you're a Steam player, you download everything. You don't have a disc or nothing. There's like my computer doesn't even have a disc drive, and I don't feel no type of way about it. Why? Because I pretty much download everything. So it's a good option, but it's never going to take away from consoles. It's never going to take away from the big three. It's always going to be the big three. So,
And I'm putting to the
Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. You said what?
oh no, Switch.
I said I'm getting to the point to where I'm falling consoles and being on PC.
I mean, I still like console, and I still like physical copies. I like to get the copies and have the limited edition, the ultimate editions on there. So I still end up getting physical copies, but I just do not understand if these people are making it to where you can play your game anywhere. Why pull out? You made your money already when these people pay $60 and $100 and $200 for your game. Steam is just trying to make it a way to where you can play it anywhere, so you won't have to do that. Because do you think somebody gonna pay for an Activision streaming service, or Ubisoft streaming service, or Epic streaming service, or EA streaming service, all at once, and they got the Netflix of games right there?
And that's the thing, right? They haven't had a Netflix. They haven't had an innovator. They haven't had somebody who everybody feels like, oh, this is the Disney Plus, or this is the Modern Warfare, or Warzone. They all just generic. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing an exclusive.
Now,
And Stadia tried to buy shit out. Here's an example, right? Epic Games tried to buy exclusive PC games to get people to buy. It's not gonna make Epic Games look bad because it's not what the. So they're never gonna find that balance. When Steam dropped their own shit, Steam got loyal fan base. They probably will be the ones who will drop their own shit. And nobody's gonna drop Steam because Steam is how all the PC gamers get their shit. So who gonna
Exactly.
yeah,
you know, Activision and sales? Nobody want to do that because they don't mess with the company. They like Steam. I'll buy my games from Steam before I buy it from Activision. Major difference.
exactly.
And mostly them companies been fucking up over
You said the company's been messing up.
Mm-hmm.
Which
On
one?
the games. Y'all remember how back in the day, Battlefield 5, how everybody wanted Battlefield 5?
Man, the folks getting mad at Battlefield 5 because a woman was on the case. I was like, come on, man.
Exactly.
It's a woman. Is it gonna hurt someone?
But
Then they had
that's
the
just
nerve
people. I
to-
really don't care if it's a woman or not.
Then they had
Exactly.
the nerve to tell them. They had the nerve to tell people, if you don't like the game, don't buy it.
But
They got a point, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm with them.
yeah,
I support that. Put a woman on the cover, man. I ain't trying to say we need the next Captain Marvel, but I'm not trying to do social justice, but nothing wrong with putting a woman on the cover.
that's what I'm saying.
Nothing wrong. Don't make it about that. If people make it about that, not the developers, they just put a woman on the cover. What was Battlefield 1 supposed to be set in? Like the first
The
word.
thing is that people wanted it to be like the real life
Yeah, that's the thing.
World War II.
Nah,
That's how they.
Now, yeah,
that's how they
Battlefield 1
wanted it.
shouldn't have did that because there were no females in it. Now, Battlefield 5, I would have taken a woman on
In
the
Germany,
That
there
makes
were
more sense.
females in the war.
No, that's what he's talking about. Battlefield 5. He said that people was complaining about Battlefield 5. There's a woman on the cover, not Battlefield
Yeah.
1.
It's more so
Oh,
just
no,
the
not
community.
Battlefield 1.
Basically,
Because I know on the MMA game, when Ronda Rousey was on the cover, I bet you people didn't complain.
no, they didn't.
Everybody loves Ronda Rousey.
But you know the community of, first person shooters, they all feel macho.
They feel like they're a man just because they quick scope and call people the N word and stuff. Basically, and if they see a woman that's playing the game, then you're not a woman. How dare you and all this? I say you're not a woman. You shouldn't be in the kitchen. How dare you and all this mess. But it's just the community needs to come together and start actually complaining about actual issues of video games instead of just going around and talking about stupid stuff. Overwatch.
You can't win if you pick either side. I feel like the developers should have dropped it and not spoke on it. They said, "Yo, this is." They should have just said, "This is off," because that's what it is. It's vision, and they try to play politics. Don't play politics about it. If this is what you want to make it because you think it's good. Don't make it because you're trying to send a message. I don't care about the message because you're gonna tell it to me, and then don't be like, "Okay, bullshit. This is not the message I want to hear."
Exactly.
I just want to play this game.
I just want to
Put
shoot
a
something.
female on the cover. You trying to send a message. Put a female on the cover. Let the people complain and don't speak on it because all you should have said was, "What is the game good?"
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's almost like
I was
like cereal boxes. You won't find like Lil Wayne smoking weed or Wiz Khalifa smoking weed on a cereal box. You put like a little kid's theme and just hands down to make the sell.
Exactly. It's just they need to. You worry about the actual issues of the game, like how. Because I bring this up all the time when I'm talking about video games. With Destiny, Bungie, these folks got rid of Activision. They paid their contract them. They're actually listening to the fan base and they're building the game up. They said they're not even going to make a D3 yet until they perfect and master D2. They listened to the community. It was at one point where they had an argument with the community and they went silent. Both them in the community went silent because it was a big disagreement. I forget what it was about, but they were really into the community, and that's what I want a lot of gaming developers to be. If you want to do something, be with the community, not the idiots and all them other folks. Be with the actual fan base, the hardcore fans that you know that actually are passionate about your game. Not these people that just want to see what they want to see, and then after they get finished, then they go on to the next game. The actual fan base, and once you listen to them, your game will be a whole lot better instead of you just not listening to anybody and listening to yourself or trying to figure out what you're gonna do to get, get popular in every community or try to reach out to different types of communities instead of just working on your own community.
Yeah.
We literally came all the way from GeForce Now to community building.
You skipped that whole thing.
Oh, we kind of finished GeForce Now already. But anything y'all want to add before I change the subject?
I mean,
Next.
Y'all stupid.
That's what Google Stadia probably got their idea from.
Man, Google Stadia, they could have did a whole lot more with it. Honestly.
You gonna pay money. You gonna pay money for a game that you're gonna lose in the future.
Exactly.
What if I like
Well,
that game? What if I want
they-
to?
They were trying to say that people aren't going to lose the games even if the servers go down. That was their whole spiel.
It's just, I'd rather pay for the game and then stream it from somewhere instead of just going to a whole streaming service. Because it's like how Xbox Game Pass is. I'm paying for Game Pass. Let's say Resident Evil 5 was on and then now it's back, it's off. And I gotta wait a couple months to a year for it to come back on to Game Pass. I don't like
Or you like me where I buy everything digital and the whole company shut down. Or the network crashes. Somebody invades the network, you lose it all too.
Exactly. That's why I still don't think that digital won't be 100% one day, but I don't think it's anytime soon. Not like probably the next 2025 or something like that. When they perfect everything.
They already started with Xbox. They already got a console to win.
And I tell you what, nobody likes that console.
All a few people.
You go on OfferUp or like follow a local Facebook buy and sell. 100% hands down, the Xbox S would be the one that you find, the digital Xbox. It's gonna be the number one Xbox you find that's being resold.
The Xbox, the discless Xbox.
Yeah.
Because you want games discipline, but it end up being corrupted on your hard drive or something like that. Then you have to go back and re-download everything, which takes longer depending on your internet. Because not everybody is Bill Gates with money. We can move on to the next subject. This is my favorite subject. This is Xbox Series X versus PS5.
I don't even want to talk.
It ain't out yet. You can't speak on it. I would just say with how they trying to promote the Xbox, they did a bad job already. And I would buy Xbox because I missed out on the Xbox One because I felt like the library was trash, the exclusives was trash. They all on the PC. There's no exclusivity, and there's nothing I like Halo 5 was booked. Gears of War 4 and 5 wasn't all that. Nothing is bringing me to the Xbox. So I feel like them waiting on PS4 to say what that price is going to be after they already dropped with the console. That's the hypest part of the whole year. What the console look like. Man, you could have saved it for the end with the summer.
Exactly.
Come on, man. You could have told us we got a box, and I would have ran with it and had the whole design.
Refrigerator.
Man, you give us a whole fucking PC, we might as well go and buy things. Don't do that. Give us some funky ass design. We ain't gonna get nowhere else because this is supposed to be a multi-billion-dollar company with something that looks, you know what I'm saying, multi-billion dollars. Don't give us a PC box. Hell, this PC ugly as shit, but I mean it's there. That's not got stupid power in it, man.
Well,
I didn't like the look of it either.
Microsoft.
What the heck? When you showed me that picture that one day, I was like, what is this?
You told it.
I looked at it closer. I was like, is this a refrigerator?
I compared it to a refrigerator.
I really thought it was a refrigerator. I'm like, what is this?
No.
When you told me it was an Xbox, I was like, man, this is a whole refrigerator. What is you talking about?
Now, Xbox, they reveal all they specs. Everything that's out on the table right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a powerhouse that play a game, suspend that game to go into another game as where you left off, and leave that game and go back to your game and go back to where you left off. I ain't gonna lie, that was good. The ray tracing is gonna make every game look beautiful. They haven't really showed any graphics yet, like any true graphics. I know Hellblade. I think Hellblade is in game, but it says in engine. It was showing off all the technical benefits it has. But I think there was in game, if I'm not mistaken. But it made it like a big old Lego brick, but that brick got some power. Now, when they revealed their stuff yesterday, PlayStation just tweeted out a couple hours ago that they are going to be revealing the PS5 tomorrow. I think around 10 o'clock in the morning. So we're gonna see how it looks. We're gonna see everything. I hope that it's backwards compatible to the PS1. I really hope, because I really love playing my old games. And they said that it's gonna be basically updated, frame rate update, not graphics update, but resolution update, 4K, 120 frames per second. Xbox is 4K 120 frames a second, up to 120 frames a second, but it's 4K 60 frames, and it can play certain games up to 8K. But I'm sure it's gonna be like probably 8K video playback or something like that. PlayStation gonna be around the same thing, but I'm hearing a lot of rumors and speculation, and from developers themselves, that PlayStation is way more powerful than the Xbox, and it's gonna be a powerhouse.
When you said what's compatible, the thing is about this backwards compatible, we all know that it's gonna be PlayStation 4 backwards compatible, but they said that they don't know if it's actually going to PlayStation.
They said the reason why they haven't is because they said that the PS5 and the PS4, they have the same architecture, but the PS3 to 1 has different architecture. That's why they could not emulate those older games. But they said the PS5 they said that it should be able to emulate those old PS1 games perfectly and update all of them.
Well, the reason being, you could play your old PS2 games and play the old PS1 games on the PS2 was because they both use a form of DVD player and CD player, which use the same like way of scanning the little disc or whatever.
Yeah.
But with Blu-ray, when you jump to PS3, they had the same like CD scanner in it. So that's why it was $600 with the drop, because it wasn't just scanning the PS3, it was scanning all three of them. That's a lot of money. So if you saying that you're going through what 5 generations of games and it can go back, that's a lot of money. I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
physical
Yeah,
copy.
it's-
Now,
yep,
if
it's
you
gonna be
saying just like
expensive.
digital download, that's a whole nother thing. But if you talking about physical copy of Cool Borders 4 on PlayStation 1, I don't need that, man. Just let me download it. If it can play it, it can play it. I don't need it to be able to use the physical disc. That's gonna be more money out of my pocket if it can. And a feature that I'm not gonna use.
Now, this is one thing that they did say. They do not have a price for the PS5 yet because they said
They don't know how to price it.
exactly. They said it costs around $400 to $450 to make it. They said they waiting on Xbox to drop their price, and then they gonna think about what they gonna price around the Xbox price. But Microsoft haven't dropped their price yet.
To be honest with you, I don't think they should overprice
It-
because they fucked up so many times that nobody ain't really gonna want to buy it. Cut and look, they got game developers. More game developers are going to PlayStation 5 now
Yeah,
instead of Xbox. Xbox has 15% of game developers going to them, and PlayStation 5 has about 32.
and
Nintendo has 17.
not only that,
There-
but they
There's
talk
no way there's no way if they overprice the Xbox, ain't nobody gonna want to buy that because they ain't gonna have that much game.
exactly. And not only
Who's
that,
gonna buy, who's gonna want to buy an Xbox that don't have that much game?
nobody.
That's what's wrong with the Xbox One and well, not the 360. 360 didn't only had exclusives because it dropped first. That's why everybody, truth be told, they had a whole year in between that. They got enough time for people to, okay, this is what we're working with. But that was the whole reason why the Xbox 360 jumped off. And the whole reason why the Xbox One didn't jump off was because the developers weren't fucking with it, because they didn't give them tools. This is how you make it. This is what you're doing. They made their own company. You know what I'm saying? These third-party people need help too. Like, that's the real thing to sell it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Xbox One. Go ahead.
Square Enix is a third-party company. Why is Final Fantasy VII Remake coming on the PS4 when the Xbox One can handle it? That don't make sense.
Exactly.
Final Fantasy done been on everything at this point. No reason why it should be exclusive, but it's exclusive because that's what people want to see.
So like how they said Hideo Kojima and PlayStation are trying to work a deal with who made Metal Gear Solid? What company?
Hideo Kojima.
No, I'm talking what company
No,
produced it.
Konami as a company, but Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, they said him and Hideo Kojima are trying to talk to Konami to try to get the rights for. I think they said they didn't say Metal Gear for Silent Hill and a couple other games.
No,
They're gonna
they
be
said
PlayStation
all the
exclusive.
Konami games that, like Castlevania, Silent Hill, and Metal Gear Solid, all the big name Konami games are trying to get them all for PlayStation.
And then PlayStation has officially acquired Insomniac Games, the people who made Spider-Man.
They kind of been with them anyways. But,
I know.
Yeah, like, I mean, like they just haven't been official, but
But
then they make Ratchet and Clank.
yeah, they made Ratchet and Clank, and I think they made that game. Go ahead.
They make.
What about that game? Did they make that game that was on Xbox?
And,
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
they
on
made
Xbox.
that, but that,
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't
yeah.
play that. But I was about to say, Infamous.
They made Infamous too, and I'm still waiting on another.
It ain't the greatest. And Spider-Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, that game was amazing. They did
Yes.
everything right. But
I'm not much of a Spider-Man
sometimes
player,
they
so-
hit or miss. But when they get it, they got it.
That's Spider-Man going hard. I ain't even gonna lie. I like Spider-Man. Jay, you gotta play that. It go hard.
I'm not into superheroes. Like, I was trying to play that DC Universe game, but I fell off so quick, bro. I'm not a superhero person.
Man, but they play
So what about what's that shit? Grand Theft Auto.
I played that.
Okay, so in the same world, right? What about Crackdown?
Trying to,
Did you play Crackdown 1?
see, I'm not much of a game player. I have certain games that I like to play. I only play about 32 games that feels right to me. Like I got my channel based off like anime. My hero.
Okay, okay.
Naruto, Naruto, Boruto, and most shooting games and all of that stuff would be like Battlefield 5. Sometimes Call of Duty, and I only play like Apex Legends. You'll see me play like fighting games, and if it's a fighting game, it's gonna be like anime based.
Yeah. I played Crackdown 1. I once played 2. I played the demo of 2 and 3. No. I saw my brother play it. They said it was one of the worst Crackdowns I ever came out with. Yes, Gears 5 is trash.
It is?
Yes.
I know. I remember.
I almost bought it on PC. I messed around and pre-ordered Doom Eternal instead.
I sure want that.
I know what Crackdown is.
You remember?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sure you remember Batista Bomb.
Bro, don't even start. Bro, I don't even want to think about that right now. That was trash. Bro, no. Batista should have been more energetic on Gears of War 5. I'm just going to say that right now.
He was on Gears of War?
After I heard that,
Yes.
I have never touched Gears of War. I have never touched Gears of War ever again, bro.
Jason.
That might be his first voice acting job, so he don't know.
Yeah,
He
cause
not putting the same energy because he think it's just a video game. So he probably don't know.
The people should have told him like you should be more energetic. Because you know Batista is energetic.
he said Batista Bomb.
I was so done. I am not.
It sounds like he's ready, bro. I don't even want to watch it now. He ain't gonna play
I
this.
was done. I was so hyped and ready to play as Batista, but when I played Batista,
Oh,
I was done, brother. I was sitting up there assassinating a dude on multiplayer. This nigga hitting him in the head with a gun, and he sitting up there saying Batista Bomb. I was thinking he would fucking do the actual Batista Bomb on him and break his back.
So he was
And when he,
flabbergasted.
I was,
The audacity.
bro, the audacity of these people. I'm like, man, you should have actually did the Batista Bomb and not let him say it like that. Come on, man.
like it
That's what I
was.
was doing.
It was
I was
bad.
like, I'd rather The Rock do this instead of Batista.
No, because he gonna shoot him and say, "Do you smell it?"
I was sitting up there so mad, dude. I was like, man, I don't even want to play this no more.
Now the concept was good. Like if you were playing co-op, one person would be doing one thing. Like say, Jay was that girl. I forget her name. I think her name Kat, and I was Black dude. She have a vision. I can't see what the vision is. He has to tell me what
That
the
was
vision is. It was really
That
cool.
was actually good.
But it's just the delivery of it. It just wasn't there. It just didn't feel like a Gears game. It felt like more of a soap opera drama type game.
Shut up, soap opera.
Yeah.
It was fun for me when I was in the vision because I got the attack hero.
Yeah.
I was attacking the
It,
mess out of you.
it was one point where he had to go try to kill me. Oh man, but it was
Oh man, that was so funny, dude.
it's a fun time when you playing with friends, but if you playing by yourself, no, you will literally like playing with friends. The story is like kind of forgettable because I don't even know what this is about. All I know is shooting and Batista bomb. And that's it.
Batista bomb.
The multiplayer was actually pretty. It was actually pretty good, but bro, I was done after that. When they set up there and did that voice, I was done.
It was so dry. Like he just,
It was dry. Like the voice acting was shit.
it's like after he said that, he just thumbs up everybody. And everybody just looked at him like, oh, yeah.
It didn't make the cut. It didn't make the cut.
He said, well, that's
It
on one.
didn't make the cut for me.
That's on one I got. It was not.
I promise you, I ain't never ever touched that game. I deleted it right after I heard that bit.
And then the
I
thing
was like,
is,
oh, Paris is free.
and the thing is, these folks they brought microtransactions to the game, and they said, well, we're going to be evolutionary with the microtransactions. We're going to sell it to you directly instead of loot boxes. I'm like, but I paid $60 for the game.
Why you want me to pay for this?
Exactly.
Let me earn the transactions, please.
Exactly. Which segues into a new topic that I didn't write down, but you reminded me. I appreciate you reminding me. Battle passes.
Oh my gosh, now that you brought that up, I was thinking about that too, bro. They bringing battle passes into every single, and then in every single game,
It is.
it's harder to earn the battle pass.
It is just like the DLC epidemic when the DLC first came out. When they first came out with DLC, they had a DLC for everything. You get this rock for $50.
Because you could probably sit up there and have like a story mode, and they put a battle pass in, and I'm like, what the?
It's like my favorite.
I didn't sign up for this.
It's like one of my favorite games of all time. One of them, Asura's Wrath. In order for you to get the true story, you had to pay $10. And I'm dead serious. In order for you to get the true ending, you had to pay $10.
Bro, they just need to chill, dude.
That's
Like,
But that's how bad the DLC was back then. Like back then with DLC, you had since they figured out you can just get money for anything, and they had downloadable content, because downloadable content had been out for years, for like over 20 years. I think they had it for the Sega Genesis had DLC. Just a couple other systems had DLC. You had to put in a LAN
did
cable.
it really?
Yes, I'm dead serious. Like
I don't remember.
Knuckles and Sonic 2 and Knuckles and Sonic 3, those are literal DLC that add Knuckles in there. But you had to buy like a extra cartridge that had that hack in there. Like it's not a hack, like that game in there to put Knuckles inside of there. But it was, and they had it to where you can literally try demos and stuff.
And now that you say, now that you brought up battle passes, I just gotta say one thing. Why the hell would you put characters in a battle pass?
Exactly.
Basically forcing you to buy if you want that person.
Exactly. Now, one thing that I don't like about the battle passes is you paying for the battle pass, but they timing you on what you can unlock. If I'm paying $10 for a battle pass, I want to unlock it at my own time, not when the season progresses. Then I'm
basically get you on the game.
Yeah, and then the thing is, when you run out of time, and you let's say you got 50 tiers left, you gotta spend over the amount of the battle pass you paid, because the tiers cost like 10 cents a tier or something like that. Not even 10 cents, like 100 coins. So 100 coins. Yeah.
10 cents?
No, my fault. It's like $1 a tier.
I was about to say,
It's like $1 a tier.
either.
No, it is.
$1
Like
either.
with Fortnite, it's $1 a tier. Like 100 V-Bucks, it's $1. 1,000 V-Bucks is $10. So you gotta pay like I think $1 a tier for what's it called. So you basically spending extra money that they billing you for the rest of the battle pass that you paid $9 for or $25 for if you stupid enough to do it.
That's just the skip, man. You can't say it on that. That's not per item.
I know it's not per item, but it's the thing is that you have to like they time you. Even though you pay for the battle pass, they still time you to get your stuff. That's the thing I don't like about battle passes. If I want a battle pass, just make it a progressive system. I'd rather you make it a progressive system that you got to pay for than to make it a time exclusive to where I can't receive what I bought, especially when I don't have the time to get it.
I wouldn't
Well,
mind.
I'm against you because I played the goddamn game and you got a job. I mean, I ain't trying to say like no lifing, but like you got over 90-something days to play the game and to at least get the item that you want. And if you play with your friends, you probably gonna get what you. Everybody got a job. Everybody can get. Okay, cool with me, fine. Don't buy the battle pass. It's for people who play the game on the regular. You can't win every battle. So as long as there's enough days, enough reasonable days within the time frame that you're giving people up, fuck them. Somebody got to lose. You can't make everybody happy.
I mean, I understand
Not
that,
against you, but I'm just defending the battle pass.
but I understand that. Why can I do combos when it's fast motion? I don't know why I'm so good when the game is faster. But I understand that. But it's just the fact that if I want a battle pass, I want to do it. But if I don't have the time to do it, I want to still complete my battle pass. Now I understand. Fortnite do that with their characters. You know, the characters have specific challenges. Instead of them skipping over the challenges, you can still finish those challenges even though the season of their character is over. I don't mind doing that. You know, you can still do it, but your progression don't go towards your new battle pass. It still goes towards your old battle pass. So you'll be lagging a little bit behind. But you can do more. Like Destiny, all you do is just bounties all day. If you can do like 30 bounties, you get tiered up probably 30 times because the bounties are just fast as I know what to do. And they give you like almost 100 days to finish it. I understand that, but it's just that I just don't like that the fact that I gotta pay for timed exclusives.
Then you got like a whole bunch of other things that have battle pass. If you like playing one game, say you play another that has battle pass, and you got characters and skills that you want, you ain't got time to be doing all of that in a short amount of time.
I'm
You
coming.
can't just sit up there and go to the game that you like, and then all of a sudden go to the next game, and you got another battle pass to finish. That's like work right there. I'm sitting up there trying to play 2 games that I like, and trying to finish the battle pass. And then there's as soon as you're done with the battle pass, they give you a chance to get the characters that you missed from last week battle pass or whatever, but you gotta pay for the rest. You gotta pay to open up chests for that battle pass to get the character or skins that you. That's how they're setting it up now. So
Again,
okay.
to me it's my bad, bro. To me it's just a marketing scheme. So instead of making $60 off of this game for one guy, let's say a little kid sees a new character, asks his mom for money. Instead of making $60 off of that one game, they just made, let's say, $120. This kid spent an extra $60 on it. Double the profit. Because the people don't want to put in the work to get in, you know, to have to work for that character.
Especially when little Billy got that credit card saved because he know what to do.
Well,
And the one who plays it off good is the ones where you actually do have to buy the battle pass or even like loot boxes. I'm gonna consider loot boxes as part of the battle pass because like Call of Duty, you can't get this skin if you don't spend the $10 or $20 just to get the coins to buy them. Again, another extra $20 on top of that, on top of the $120 the kid spent on that one game. And guess what? The new Call of Duties are around the corner as well, so.
What new Call of Duty?
You know there's a Call of Duty every single year. Xbox players gonna get that exclusive game mode, Firefight. As soon as a new Call of Duty come out, when that Call of Duty is basically dead.
I'm telling you, ain't nobody about to sit up there and talk me into buying a Call of Duty ever. Forget that. All the pro players don't even play Call of Duty Modern Warfare because of the camping people.
All the pro
Like,
players,
let me camp in the corner.
all the pro players play Fortnite now, cause they know that's where the money is.
Facts. It's a skill gap that's unrealistic. If you good, you good. But the only time you really get a problem is when you go into tournaments. Because other than that, like, you gotta grind to be good at that game.
Yeah, and
you can joke about Fortnite all you want. You talking about competitive. You gotta grind.
like Fortnite ain't no joke. Fortnite,
But not at all.
Fortnite for real to pro players.
yeah,
That's
cause
like life to them.
you gotta build, you gotta strategize, build, get your guns up, get everything up. Like,
Well, I'm not gonna say that it's hard. It's not hard, but to get good, you gotta spend some time training. Because it feels like to me like it's like fighting games, and that's mostly what I play. And it's that same grind where I don't want to take the game online because I'm not good enough, and I know what the community looks like. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going for a tournament. You know what I'm saying? It's two, which is everybody who's just like, oh, this is Fortnite. This is they tournament players who the arena mode is based around, who tournaments where what Booga won last year, and they probably gonna do one this summer after the whole Corona thing passed by. So when you're talking about tournament based Fortnite, it's a whole other thing. It's the same as competitive Halo, the same as competitive COD, same as like competitive fighting game tournaments. It is no joke. It is not for everybody to just pick up and I'm with my boys. Nip.
exactly.
And the issue is that you got people who just play for fun and they will play regular just to beat people. Like, I'm just, drinking on a Friday. I won't play tonight. You ain't gonna want to play the game no more.
Or
I love playing fighting games for fun.
or using an aimbot and then post it on YouTube and they get banned for life and start crying on it.
That's the word for it there. Get somebody that's aimbotting. That's not fun at all. I'll be sitting up there waiting.
But nah, it's
The reason why I be playing fighting games because people love it. Rape. And then when you keep losing every single match, there's a problem going on there. You be like, hold up, there's a problem going on right here. Something is suspicious. And this ain't delicious.
So my problem with Fortnite is, so like, I played the beta when it first came out, and then ended up downloading the game because to me, I like the simple, I guess, boots on ground gameplay. And for a while, I consider myself pretty good. I can clutch it or hold down my squad, but I took a break after it came out for 3 months. Took a break, came back, and there was like jetpacks and fucking those little jumping pads. And I'm like, bro, how the fuck do you even play this anymore?
it's because the reason why they're doing it, they try to keep the game fresh. They want people to, is people, especially the demographic they're trying to keep. It's not necessarily little kids, but if that's a big demographic, they're trying to keep it fresh for everybody so they can keep their attention. If they don't have that wow factor in their games, then ain't nobody gonna want to play it. They'll be going around and telling me, guys, you see the new Call of Duty that came out? Oh my gosh. They're trying to keep them away from Call of Duty. They're trying to keep the pro players away from Call of Duty. They're trying to keep the streamers and the content creators away from Call of Duty because they know Call of Duty can easily make their money if they wanted to. But Fortnite,
you know what though?
what's up?
Fortnite, I ain't even gonna complain about Fortnite Battle Pass because they actually had good things going on with their Battle Pass. If you wanted next season's Battle Pass, they actually keep the coins in the Battle Pass for you to buy that actual Battle Pass with your coins.
Yeah, you basically
only
get
have
your
to buy
money
the
back.
Battle Pass once and Sam, everything else was free. If you saved up your coins for the next battle pass, you can buy it without paying $10 or $20 for the battle pass.
And you
I'm
bet.
gonna add to that. Shout out to Epic for giving
That's
away
what
a
I'm
free
talking
battle. Shout out to Epic for giving away a free battle pass.
Oh, they sure did. I missed
It
that
happened
one.
forever ago, but believe me, it ain't gonna happen ever again. And who else is gonna do that?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Because Epic was making these folks made billions off of Fortnite just because it was a new.
We not talking about crack. We ain't talking about money. We talking about the fact that they gave away something.
I
You gotta
know.
think about it. At one point, Activision was on top. What did they give away for free? Nothing. And they gave away a whole battle pass, free characters. That means that if you would have played that battle pass, you can get battle passes for the rest of your life. Because 9 times out of 10, you can make enough money in one. I'm sorry, but they came in clutch with that one. Shout out to them. Hate if you want, but free is always better than not.
Exactly.
I forgot there was one game.
Everything.
There was one game that had everything free as well.
What game?
It's a recent game. It was a.
What those Overwatch type games?
No, it's a RPG, almost like a Monster Hunter and The Witcher.
Dauntless.
But they literally gave every single DLC free, and it attracted the attention of a lot of people because there's a developer that made money off of the game already. They know they made money, and they even mentioned beforehand, before even publishing the games, like, oh, all the DLC is free. Like, I think like that in itself would be its own marketing scheme. In a good way.
Yeah, because they try and do something positive to attract more people. So once they get the news that, hey, they're giving away new battle pass, these people, or new DLC for free, and he's been like, okay, let me hop on. The same thing that Bungie doing with Destiny. They gave away Destiny 2 is free, and the player base get up higher since it's been free, and all they've been doing is just adding DLC. The DLC comes with a battle pass, new guns, new story mission, new quests, new maps, but you get like the base game and a whole lot of other games for free. But is it when you do a positive marketing strategy, you get a lot more viewers than you do with like one of those underhanded marketing strategies that nobody cares about. Like it detracts a lot of characters. I mean, a lot of people, not a lot of characters, a lot of people, and they give you bad press. But when you do something positive, you get way more people than you thought you would ever have because of the positive things that you're doing. But while you try to remember, I do wish that all game developers are like that. They're trying to do positive stuff instead of just being money hungry every single time. It's not always about the money when it's about the community and the fan base. If you do something positive for your fan base and for your community, more people will want to hop on board because more people will be interested and they won't be scared away from predatory schemes. Yeah.
Chill out,
It's almost like your relatives. You go to one aunt's house, she always provides the best hospitality, gives you drinks, whatever you need. She's always there cooking food. You got your other aunt, on the other hand, you always got to do something in return. Of course, you're going to always want to go to your aunt that caters to you.
Exactly. Because you basically want that hospitality. You want to feel welcome. You want to feel like you owe somebody. And that's how some game developers make it feel. They make it feel like you owe them all the time, or make it feel like you should be doing this. This is something you're supposed to do. and that's not right. Because you scare a lot of people away. A lot. Trust and believe, a lot of people.
Spending a lot of money.
Yeah, spending a whole lot of money on a lot of stuff that you don't need. And then they try to force you and to make you feel bad. Some people try to make you feel bad that, oh, you don't want to spend back for us, but we gave you this, we gave you that, but you don't want to buy our games. I mean, of course not. You got your money. I mean, it's your turn to listen to us. We are the fans.
We are the fans.
We are the people that make you, make your game run. We are the people that give you money. So, if you want a fan base, you have to keep your fans.
Exactly. But sometimes that can be stressful for the developers sometimes as well.
Yeah, because they can't overwhelm themselves.
Because they always can't please everybody, and that stresses them out too.
I think they should just appeal to the normal fan base, like the ride or dies. Oh my goodness, nigga. Stop.
Yeah, ride or dies for life.
Basically.
Bad boys.
I was about to say that. But yeah, I'm glad we actually segue into a lot of different topics, which is great.
I just remember what I was going to say, and it was about the battle royale. Now there's a new battle royale that just came to PlayStation. It's a beta. It's called Spellbreak.
Oh.
Spellbreak. Now I want to know how that's gonna do on PlayStation because they've been constantly doing updates for that game. When I first played that game, it was trash, kind of. It was just complete. It was good, but I didn't feel good vibes from it because you know how some games can have music and stuff. The background shouldn't feel like it's empty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want a game that plays and the background does not feel empty at all.
Very immersive environment.
Like how Battlefield got a abandoned Warzone kind of feel. Fortnite got a whimsical kind of feel. Apex got a Apex feel.
Like open up chest has a certain sounds. Like with the new spy missions, you open up a umbrella that has a certain sounds. That makes you feel immersive in whatever the season is based on.
Yeah.
But when you're playing the game and they don't have no distinctive, you know what I'm saying? A composer or you know what I'm saying, that whoever making the songs for the game is just as important as the developers, because you can have a boo-boo ass game, just straight ass garbage, and people were going by the soundtrack. That's just how good the sound of the game matters.
Remember me.
So that, you know what I'm saying, focus on development is that shouldn't be everything.
It's because you don't want to hear
Batista bomb.
Batista bomb. You don't want to hear that all day. It's just they need to work on the atmosphere and the sound effects more instead of trying to focus on gameplay. Because your gameplay can be 100% solid and really fun to play. But if your game just so boring, barren, and just colorful with nothing else and it's just colorful, ain't nobody want to do no with it.
Like a horror game wouldn't be a horror game, or it wouldn't be scary without the sounds and the environment it puts you in.
Right. Just like a movie. It's the same as principles as a movie. What are you watching, man? If they open the door and you don't hear that bang, if they just open the door and you're like, okay.
It's like watching a horror movie with the sound.
I don't know that.
Like the newest Resident Evil, actually a lot of people actually gave positive reviews and liked it because of the atmosphere it put you in and how different it was as far as being a scary game
or Evil
or a
Within.
horror game.
You talking
it?
about Evil Within?
No. The
Resident Evil. New.
Oh, the Resident Evil. Okay.
yeah.
I'm definitely buying 3 when it come out, man.
Is it like I was playing 5? That's my first time ever playing Resident Evil 5. The game
You
wasn't.
should have jumped in
To
at
be
5.
honest with-
I would have told you 4.
I mean, it was
And
on
4 was good.
it
4
was on
actually pretty good.
it was on Game Pass, and I was like, I just played it because I played Resident Evil 5. It was fun, but Resident Evil 6 is not even scary. It's just like more of an action movie. All I hear is Helena. At first, you know, 5
That
or
was Resident Evil 5.
no, it was 6. 5 was Shiva.
6 was so. Yeah,
Oh
Shiva.
yeah,
Shiva.
bro, kept spamming that mess, bro.
Please.
Criff! Shiva, hurry!
My son kept spamming that mode too.
I said, come on, Shiva. He said, hurry! Oh, it's just,
Oh,
that's the reason why people stop playing like Resident Evil. I'm like, this dude punching rocks. That's not scary.
bro, that mug was scary to me. Imagine him punching you in the gut, bro.
I'll turn into liquid
You
on
get
the
punched
inside.
in the- You get punched in the gut by him, it's over.
Shoot, he punched a big old boulder. But it's just, it wasn't scary. But when it's 7, when they just rebooted the whole series, that's when they start going back into, yes, we need to be scary. Yes, we need to strike fear and make it fun. We ain't gonna let no other people trying to do us up. And we the one who came out, we the one who made this genre that it is.
Yeah, 7 was a way different approach from the previous.
I didn't like 7. Seven was annoying to me.
I ain't never played 7 in my life, but it's just they still had the scary approach to it, the horror movie approach, not just the jump scares, because jump scares don't mean horror. It just means jump scares. But it's just that, you know, the atmosphere, it makes you feel basically like you helpless and you alone.
That's. I haven't
It almost
played
gave off a Outlast vibe.
Outlast. See, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I get scared for real, and I put the game down. Like I tried Resident Evil when it was like the original PS2 version, but it was upgraded graphics, and I put it down. I didn't last long. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I didn't try the new Resident Evil. I probably should have went for that because that didn't seem as spooky as the original.
Look,
I don't know what it is about the old school stuff, but it just gets me worse.
it's correct. It's just the animations.
The bad camera angles and the sounds. You hear the sound, especially with like headphones on. Oh no!
Now I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a horror game person, so I'm in the same boat, and I'm arachnophobic. So imagine me playing.
There's always a spider somewhere.
Yeah, so imagine me. Resident Evil.
Oh man! Hey, we need to make a video on that.
I did it. I was screaming hard. I said, Jay, it better not be no damn spider in this game. I'm gonna turn it off. Yeah, because we got finished playing Resident Evil 6. I know Resident Evil 6 is basically got spiders all in it because the 6 is a spider web. So we gotta finish it, and I'm probably gonna cry and shit my jaws by then.
Then don't like Gears of War have some spiders or some shit in it?
They do, but it's this weird thing that I have that Gear spiders aren't scary. Borderlands spider ants aren't scary, but Resident Evil spiders and Legends of Zelda spiders, it's just the fact that they just spidery. I don't know.
They're more spidery than regular spiders.
Yeah.
Nah, that don't make sense, bro. I'm just agreeing.
Shut up. Shut
I
up.
don't.
It's just, I don't know. It's just certain spiders because I'm like, because it make my flesh crawl and I want to just turn off the game and just hide and take a shower. It's just, I don't know. I just hate spiders. I can't do it. But I mean, if it did that for me, and I'm not a horror movie or game person. I like psychological horror. I don't like the jump scare horror. Anything that makes you that messes your mind. That's what I like. Like Spec Ops: The Line. That's one of my favorite games of all times too. because it basically puts you in the mind of a war veteran who went crazy and you didn't know he'd go crazy until the end of the game. It's really good. But I'm glad that I like the fact that they went back to their roots and made Resident Evil how it's supposed to be, because it's scary fun, not just scary. Like how PT is. I never played PT, but I got the demo.
Didn't play it.
I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna keep that. My account gonna be worth some money, but I'm not gonna touch it. But it's just the fact that immersion helps the game. If you're not immersive, like Hellblade, I say I haven't played Hellblade yet, but you literally in the mind of a schizophrenic woman, and it shows that you put headphones in, you're hearing people whisper in your ear, and you're hearing all this noise and stuff, and she's actual schizophrenic, and you have to fight the monsters that's in her head, and all that. It brings you into that world. Halo does the same thing. Destiny and Fortnite do the same thing. Final Fantasy puts you kind of in that world, because it puts you kind of like in an anime. But if you want your game to be immersive, that's how you win consumers. That's how you bring people back. If you lost people, that's how you bring people to your game, by being immersive and not being dry. Because don't nobody like ass. You need some lotion.
Okay.
You need some.
Need some lotion.
I'm just saying, you gotta make your game look good and feel good and sound good. And I mean the last one, our last topic was about AT&T and it was AT&T and like T-Mobile and stuff, giving everybody unlimited data for a couple months. How y'all feel about that?
That's the topic right now?
Yeah, that's the last topic. Like we went about, I think we did like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You said 2 more?
No, we did. This is our last topic. We did like 7 or 8 topics. So do y'all want to end it right here?
All right, let's add another one. Little speculations and thoughts on Cyberpunk.
Oh man.
Mine, they got
I'm not a PC gamer, but I got a PC and I think I got it just for that. And I feel like I don't know if PC gaming, their fan base is a whole lot different from consoles. But they know that the gameplay is gonna be good if they trust the studio.
Yeah.
They worry about the money that I paid for this powerhouse. Can you pull it out? Can you give me prices for? Can it run prices? And I feel like, consoles is not the place to be. Maybe next gen can keep up, but I definitely want to see what I paid all this money for this.
Yeah. And I've been following Cyberpunk since 2012, since the very first what was it, trailer. It was a woman, she was like an animatronic. She had like nails coming out and the person trying to shoot her. That's where I first started. And I ain't heard no news about the game until 2 years ago, when they said they finally finished up gameplay and stuff. And they say that when they showed the gameplay, it was literally last year. I was hoping it was gonna be a third person game, but first person, it don't matter. The game looks interesting. It looks very interesting. I might end up getting it day one. If I don't get it day one, I'll get it around that time, just to see how it plays and do like a let's play on it. Because I'm actually interested in the game and the environment. I want to know more about the lore and what happened, with the town, how it, in detail, what happened, how did it fall apart, everything. Because I'm always, when this game is like that, I'm always interested in the lore of games. That's why I'm so into Destiny, because they have a deep lore, and you learn about the backstory of how the world became the world and how it got destroyed, the great calamity, and all this stuff. And I'm like a what they call it, an archaeologist or something like that. But I don't know what it's called. But I just like going deeper into the backstory of games. So I'll be going into the game. Be buying it.
which is how it should how a game should be. For me, Cyberpunk, I haven't pre-ordered a game in a minute, but I feel like Cyberpunk would be the first one I pre-order. And to me, looks like an amazing concept. You know, it takes you out of the I guess more realistic time zone and gameplay. You know, puts you in this kind of a futuristic world, have
I call
cyber
it
and whatnot. Kind of
Blade
reminds
Runner.
me of the movie Alita. I don't know why I get
Yeah.
like Alita vibes.
I be calling like Blade Runner. That's something along that.
I agree with both of y'all. It's just once you get, if you can get me into a game to where I'm literally playing it religiously, if it gets me off of Destiny, then the game is good, because I play Destiny every single day. I can't play it now because the Xbox keep BS, but I'm just gonna go back on my PS4 because I hate Xbox. But anyway, if it can pull me off of Destiny, and I'm playing Destiny even when the game fell off, I'm still playing Destiny from D1 to D2, and I'm deep into the lore. I'm listening to every lore. I know Destiny like the back of my hand. Then that means the game is worth my time, because there's not a lot of games that can pull me off of Destiny. And I play a lot of games. I have over like 200 or 300 games. And if it can pull me off of Destiny,
That was
then
one of
game's worth
the
playing.
that was one of the big things about Destiny when I first started playing with y'all on the it is a super immersed and very story driven game, which was cool because even like finding those little ghosts around the map and just listening to the lore and deeper into the story and why this character did what, like that shit in its own was just kind of motivating to keep playing the game because there's more to find out.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I started. That's the reason why I'm still playing it. It's just, and that it's not like they're, trying to do the same strategy over and over again. It's just they are actually rebuilding the game. They're trying to make it better. They still rebuilding. They changing the UI out and stuff. They experiment. They said they're not even gonna work on Destiny 3 yet. They're gonna perfect Destiny 2 first, and that's how a lot of game developers. That's how I want Cyberpunk to be. If Cyberpunk finna make a Cyberpunk 2078, I want them to perfect. I want them to perfect 2077 first. Get all the bugs and fixes. Get a dedicated fan base who actually want to see y'all prevail instead of getting these people who do not care. They just want what they want, and that's it. Talk to your fan base, the people that actually care about, and listen to their fans to see what they want, and then you go around and you come out with a 2078 or 2030 or 35, something like that.
Yeah.
But I have no doubt in my mind once PS5 and Xbox Series X officially comes out, Cyberpunk 2077 will be remade. Final Fantasy will be delayed until the PS5. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Which one? The one that's coming out now?
Yep.
They got the whole demo and everything, man. That game I probably almost done.
They'll say due to coronavirus. Like,
Oh, yeah, that maybe.
I'm joking. It's coming out. It should be coming out next week or something. The week after next.
April. I think it's like April 10th.
Yeah. I know Call of Duty is gonna be, the Warzone gonna be bigger. I know Fortnite is gonna be bigger, and I know Apex is gonna be bigger. So you might see around probably 100 or 200 players if they want to do that, because they have because with the PS5 and the Xbox One X, they have that technology to be able to do that. You're gonna see a big jump between this generation and next generation, because they said this generation was actually the worst generation out of every generation that came out.
Really?
Yes, they said these was basically half-ass consoles. So
I feel like they were the perfect version of whatever that console was. In that, what was it, like the 360? The Xbox One was the console of that. But that's why they came out with the 0.5 updates with the Pro and the Xbox One, because they knew they wanted the biggest jump.
yeah,
because at the time we didn't have the money. Because we did pay what a actual console leap should have been, which I don't think we as people want to pay that no more. Like, you got to think about what 2D, 3D look like. We don't want to pay that kind of money no more. $600-$700 for a Dreamcast?
Yeah,
I ain't got that. I don't know about you.
the
I might go
30
to the house and play it, but I'll never buy it. What?
the 3DO was, I think. Let's see, how much was the 3DO? 3DO price.
You said 3DO?
Yeah, the 3DO. The 3DO was $699, $700.
What's the 3DO?
It's an old Panasonic game, and that's when gaming was still in its infancy. Well, it's kind of like in its preteen age, and it was coming out with 16-bit and 64-bit and all this other stuff. They started pricing those consoles to like $700-$800 or something like that. And they know they can't do that nowadays, because nowadays at a PlayStation 3 tried that with $600 console, that don't work. Xbox tried that with a $600 console, that don't work. Especially when they try to bundle with the Kinect with it too. It didn't work. But I know Xbox is gonna be smart with their pricing to this time. That's the reason why Sony is gonna follow them, because Xbox is gonna know how to price their console, and PlayStation, they don't know. That's the reason why they are trying to figure out where they're gonna price it.
Oh yeah. Just to let y'all know right now, Resident Evil 3 demo is coming out soon. A beta.
Said the what?
Resident Evil 3 beta is coming.
Oh yeah, that's supposed to be coming out Thursday, the 19th.
Exactly.
It's either 19th or the 20th. But they having the multiplayer beta, and they having a single player.
Wait, so it's gonna be co-op?
Oh yeah. It's supposed to be like you're running away from like a. It's gonna be like an escape room, where one player controls.
Oh.
Yeah. So one player controls the escape room, whatever kind of map you're on, and then the other players are trying to escape from him, but he has control. Nemesis and stuff like that at his disposal, with zombies or whatever they call it,
Lickers.
monsters. Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
sound like a good idea to me, but it sounds like a gimmick also. So for those people who want a single player game, you got something to keep hope alive.
One game I would like to see on the new consoles is an Elder Scrolls.
They still trying to milk Skyrim forever.
They're gonna put Skyrim on PS5 and Xbox One X.
And they running on online, and I tried online, and I'm like, yo, maybe I got it too soon. But like, yo, this game is fucking empty. Like, I'm sorry, but
I don't like the MMO version. I like the story because how it immersion.
I mean, like, if you call it Elder Scrolls 2, it's gonna sell. It cannot be this fucking map. It ain't even got to be an Elder Scrolls. It ain't got to be a Skyrim. Oh, well, I meant to say Skyrim. We started Skyrim too. It's gonna sell. It don't matter, because people remember Skyrim more than they remember Elder Scrolls.
Bro, like Skyrim was probably the first game that I played within a span of multiple months. Like a single player.
I used to just watch people play.
I mean, not months, but the span of multiple years. Just nonstop.
Now, that's only if Bethesda would get their act together, because they're being just like Activision.
Lately, they've been going down.
Yeah, Fallout 76.
Yeah.
It's just
it was so bad that I didn't even want to buy it, and I love like any RPG.
I would have bought it too. I definitely would have bought it if it was good enough. I was waiting on reviews, and that shit came out and it was boo sticks. I'm sorry, but I can't agree. and it's just like it wasn't trash to the point where it'd be like, you know what, I support this. It was trash to the point where I'm like, yo,
I don't even want to support it.
I don't even want to support it after they get it right, because it's like, this shit came out like this.
It's just
like based off of their Fallout 4. I mean, almost everyone loved it.
It's
for them to go make a fucking U-turn on 76. It's like
Oh,
And an empty ass fucking game. Do you want to know something? They wanted that to happen. They wanted people to make headlines about, oh, the game's empty, but it's Fallout. It'll come back. I'm pretty sure that's what they wanted. But it's like, y'all not gonna put that shit out fast enough. Like you can't. Fallout is boring without story. You gave us a game with people with no story.
I
What
thought
the fuck
Fallout
you
was
do?
boring from the start.
It's you got to get into it. Like you really got to like invest time.
This one thing, this one issue that I had with Fallout 7. This one thing they did. It was a subscription service. I think to place Fallout 76, you had to pay $100. I think that was the thing. I think you had to pay $100. Damn, let me make sure.
$100 for what?
It was something. It was a
No.
Like before the game came out,
Season
I saw the
pass.
concept of it, and I thought it was like, oh, you get the, it's more so on your character,
It's
and like a third person point of view instead of this set character.
It's a Fallout.
Execution.
It's a Fallout 76 100-year subscription service called Fallout First. $100 a year subscription service. And people were so dang mad. When I tell you these folks were mad, they
See,
said,
I don't like those type of games. You gotta buy the game, and then as soon as you about to play it, you gotta buy a membership for it.
Waste of time. Waste of
What
time.
the shit is that?
But you want to know something? They still making money somehow because hey, it's relevant. Got us talking. We know about it.
Buying that.
Somebody's paying for that stuff. Like WoW. Like I don't understand how people pay WoW and then pay a subscription and then pay for the.
Probably.
And then it's a subscription to pay for a game that isn't complete unless you pay again. It doesn't make sense. Where does the money stop? Where can I just enjoy?
exactly.
Facts.
It's just they don't want to. They know they too scared to bring out quality without you paying for it because they feel like that you're gonna take advantage of them, even though they taking advantage of you. They want to.
Now,
They want to take
It's
advantage of you first.
man, it's guys in suits that don't even play games.
Man, you said I take it. Oh,
You said what?
I said for just taking advantage, I want a phone
You said you want a phone.
to play without paying membership. Anything.
It's just they can just leave the stuff alone and make a quality game. If you're making some stuff that people actually like, just make it. Don't charge people extra stuff for it. Like, it's not that hard. And these people act like it's just so. I don't know what the fan base likes. We tell you what we like. Like, it's like I'm pointing at something. It's like Bird Box. You know how that dude was opening old woman eyes? That's basically how it is. We opening they eyes to what we want, and they still ignoring it. Except for she didn't ignore it. She fell out the window. But they ignoring it. They just basically put a blindfold over their face because they don't want to see what we want, but they want to put what they think that we would like. But then if we like it, they want to charge us. That's just how big corporates are. There's just a lot of this.
Any of that stuff. Make me a game that'll be delicious.
And nutritious. Because there's mess they coming out with now.
That's what I like about Monster Hunter's Iceborne. Their DLC, you spend like $20 for the expansion, but there's loads of fucking shit on it. So, and really, it's like the expansion itself is another game.
Exactly. And that's what the expansions are supposed to be. They're supposed to be basically another game that you're getting on.
Hell, I've been
on
playing
top
this
of your game.
expansion for
You know who I like too?
like 4 months now, and I'm still not even done.
Blizzard did too.
You said Blizzard.
Yeah. Come on with Overwatch. They told us you don't have to pay DLC.
I just
Boy, that was the greatest day of my life.
Overwatch is alright. I just don't like their fan base. Their fan base is way too toxic. Whoa, I'm not paying for this. Their fan base is way too toxic. I'm like, just let the game be a game. Nah, he called me at the wrong time. I'm in a podcast. My friend.
That much, but a week.
But shit, it's just
I'm working right now.
let the game be a game. Don't be trying to make everything deeper than what it is. He got this pass. He got that pass. Man, the dude just shoot a gun at the person and tries to take the payload. That's all he do. Ain't that serious?
The thing is, Blizzard really know what to do about the competitive brand freedom.
Yeah, when they make their competitive games, when they do anything like that, it's just they try to keep the hardcore players in mind. They try to keep the competitive players in mind because they know that's where their biggest investment is in. Not hardcore, competitive. Because I think, was it the Patriots owner, the New England Patriots owner? Yeah, New England Patriots owner got an Overwatch team. He paid them like $1 million, $1 million contract. They know there's money in it. And esports is becoming bigger because video games are officially the biggest form of entertainment in the world.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Officially, they are the biggest. It's the biggest form of entertainment in the world, and esports is the second most watched sport in the USA. It's right below the NFL. So they getting there. So they know it's money in their competitive aspects in their competitive gaming.
But look here,
You look like Skinny now.
there was something to that. Another system about
You said what?
I said another system that's about to.
What system?
The Nintendo Pro.
Man, they already shut that down. They said they ain't making one.
They said not in 2020.
Yeah.
They said they're gonna make one. They said not in 2020.
I wonder how that's going.
Now I know it's not gonna be as powerful as a PS5 and Xbox One X, but I know they'll be working on Ryzen to make a better chip for them to handle at least games that's on par with. Call it up there over PS4.
What game we talking about? We gotta talk about Nintendo.
Yeah.
The Wii U. We forgot the Wii U was supposed to be a PS4, PS5 current gen console. They don't care about competing with people who they think on their level.
True.
And that's what I like. That's what I like about it. They be like, fuck them, we worried about ourselves right now.
Look, they gonna release Mario 2, Metroid 4, and whatever Firestone 17 or whatever. They don't care.
Firestone
They
17.
gonna make their money.
You know which Mario game I'm looking forward to seeing? If they make Mario Sun.
Man, you wanna know how long that I've been asking for a Mario Sunshine 2 or a Mario Sunshine remake?
I really want to see one, bro.
You wanna know how long everybody been asking for a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake that's not on Nintendo DS?
Well, I think they made remakes for Wind Waker on the Wii U, but nobody bought the Wii U. A lot of people did buy the Switch, so I can understand if you didn't want to get that, because I thought the Wii was stupid also, but I bought the Switch.
The reason why people didn't buy the Wii U is because they didn't market it right, and then they named it Wii U, so they thought it was like the Wii.
I mean, it had the same name, but it didn't change. Yeah, it was a bad marketing game.
They
Plus, I don't even think they made a legit like mainstream like Super Mario Galaxy some shit title. Now, I mean, if you ain't gonna support your own titles, what are you doing?
Exactly.
You out here waiting on the next console like we is. You like, oh, well, skip this one.
I want them to remake Donkey Kong 64. That was my favorite Nintendo game. In my opinion, that was better than Mario 64.
What was it called?
Donkey Kong 64.
Oh, Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
That was made by Rare though. Man. Rare ain't make this shit.
I know, and I wish they would buy the rights from Rare.
Yeah, put them on Smash Brothers and give them a whole stage or something stupid. Yeah, take that.
Because also, man, I'm like, I love that game. That's the first game I ever completed 100%. Like the very first game.
What's that?
Donkey Kong 64.
I never touched it.
Like that game, it was fun. It was not boring. It was fun for me to play.
It was the opposite of boring.
Yes, it was the opposite of boring.
I remember it coming out around the same time, Banjo Kazooie, but I never played either because I didn't.
Nah, I played that. I played Banjo.
Banjo. It was pretty much like Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah, I have never played Banjo-Kazooie in my life.
You tripping?
I have never
played
played
it.
Banjo.
Didn't have it, but I played it.
I know my cousins had it, and they always say, "Oh, Banjo-Kazooie is so fun." I'm like, okay. I was just the kid that didn't really care. I played what I played and watched what I watched. Like I didn't like Power Rangers. I didn't like
Are you lame?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Like Power.
I didn't
like Yu-Gi-Oh.
I didn't like Pokemon. I thought Pokemon was animal abuse.
You like, look at you, social warrior. You're a social warrior. Look at this guy.
It's just I wasn't into it. I was more into just Dragon Ball Z and Big O and stuff like that.
I mean, how you like that, but you don't like Power Rangers? Like they on the same level.
Because it's just the fact that I thought a lot. I thought way too much as a kid. So I was like, why do every single time an explosion happened, they jump out the way like 5 minutes later?
You watch Transformers?
Which one?
Any of them?
All of them don't matter.
No, it don't matter. That's not the point. You watch Transformers?
No.
So you didn't watch the first Transformers? It's been like, dang,
Sure,
you like real deal Transformers?
You didn't even watch the cartoon?
I think I watched the cartoon. I think a long time ago I watched the cartoon.
He played. He knows them.
No, I'm dead serious. Like I think I watched the cartoons, but that's just about it.
Did you watch the movies? I'm coming at the movies.
Oh yeah, the movies. Yeah, I like the movies, but it's just that.
So how you like the movies, but you don't understand what Power Rangers explosion? I mean, as a kid, you don't know they're trying to give you like, you know what I'm saying, advice, but as a little kid, I'm seeing explosions, I'm seeing fight scenes and stuff. I think this shit fire. They fighting and whatnot. Man, come on, man.
It's
you didn't like that thing about animals. I'm thinking these Pokemon can goddamn blow up the world. I know a Mewtwo. Mewtwo ain't no joke. Come on, man.
I mean, it's just that's how I was as a kid. I just wasn't into stuff like that.
You thinking every other kid like, man, you watch Dragon Ball? Come on, yeah, man. Mewtwo true. You over here? Oh no, I don't like that, man. They out here killing these animals.
Oh no, it's just the fact that the fact was it's just I'm like these folks they want to jack, but they using animals to fight their battles. That's the thing that I was like, I was like, why don't y'all just fight? That's
the point. Come on,
you know what makes me mad sometimes though? When you tell people you want watch anime, and then all of a sudden they just come out of nowhere and say, "Hey, you really watch that stuff?" They'd be like, "Man, you white for real."
Yeah, like
white people. Yeah, I was like, "What's the?"
But these be the same people who will watch Love and Hip Hop.
Exactly.
Black Ink. But they were talking about you watching anime when they would sit down and watch it. Like, I see how you can like this, but they don't want to give it a chance. But they'll give Black Ink a chance. They'll sit there and watch ESPN all day, which I can understand. But if you can't talk about somebody else until you experience for yourself why people like it.
Exactly, because I watched. I know my mama watched a lot of reality TV shows. I walked in there one day and these folks was talking, having a good time. All of a sudden they were finding out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, oh my goodness, no. I gotta get it.
throwing water on each other, spitting each
Yeah.
other's face.
So yeah, I like you. Like you're my best friend. What did you say about my husband? I'm like, what?
Unnecessary.
Exactly.
But look here, though. When you sit up there, when they say, like, when a black person say that, they be like, it originated from white people. I'm like, what the? What?
Do you know what anime is?
I said that shit was all the way from Japan. I was like, how the fuck that originated from white people? I was like, come on, bruh. And I was like, okay. I said, have you ever seen Dragon Ball Z turn the tables on his ass? You know what he said? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay then. So what you talking
It's the same
about?
thing,
That's
man.
anime right there.
If you felt like Dragon Ball Z was like, oh man, this is the best show I ever watched, I want to see more like it. That's show you how you can get into the genre.
No.
No,
Because
I'm not the biggest like anime fan, but I do like. I'm like a hype beast when it comes to anime. I only watch the stuff that everybody else probably watch. My Hero Academia.
When they
Attack on
boxing. When they
You know what I'm
boxing.
saying?
Yeah.
But I would not get into One Piece. You have to be a One Piece fan.
man, I'm not getting the
Oh,
One Piece. That's too
hell no.
much.
I can't. Yeah, that is too much. Bro. That's too many episodes.
Yo, that is the
I ain't
dedication.
gonna, they got fighting in it now. I ain't gonna lie. But bro,
I will watch just that. I will never watch the show episode for episode. You can have it.
The fight scenes take too long.
The fight scenes, what the fight scenes is longer than
Sit up there and be fighting. Luffy will sit up there and get injured. You gotta wait for him to heal and then you go back to fight the same person again.
Is it like
Because he ain't strong enough. I'm like, what
is it like Fairy Tail? Like Fairy Tail had the same exact thing. Like
the? Don't even remind me.
Man.
Bro, I was like dying. I was sitting up here dying watching. I was like, man, bro, I need to stop watching this, but when you start on one of them bitches, you can't stop. Bro.
exactly.
You can't stop.
That's
Because
how.
you already halfway through the anime and you sitting up there like, man, I gotta finish this.
That's how it was with Fairy Tail. It's the same thing every single time. Urza get tortured and beat and stripped naked. Natsu get something happens to him every single 5 seconds. Lucy got to do something provocative, and it's the same formula every single time. And nobody and the writer doesn't know how to kill people off. If they die, they come back alive by the power of friendship.
I seen a meme where they was showing the girl where her titties kept getting bigger in One Piece. And I'm like, this can tell you, like, what are these people aiming for at this point? Because, I mean, this is half of what anime is. And it's like, yeah, when it starts, yeah, people just here for the content, but they stay for the titties.
Basically, they there for the fan service.
But you cannot deny that fact.
I mean,
They titties.
they be big.
I love fucking anime that has fight.
It ain't defy gravity.
Chill out, son.
But I mean, some of the most like you know what I'm saying, all time favorites, they might have one or two characters with some big ass titties. You're not gonna see them like front cover page. You barely even know they exist.
Exactly.
And now they got big ass titties. You don't know.
Because she wearing a shirt.
What was it? The sixth or fifth Hokage? Big ass titties. I can't remember her name.
Shitsukage? Or no, Tsunade.
Fifth.
Tsunade.
She was fifth. She was
Yeah,
fifth.
Tsunade. I'm about to say, what
Tsunade, big ass titties, but you don't know it like until she get into a fight and then they strip her naked.
They started joking.
That
They
happened
started
one
joking out of
time
nowhere.
and she never fought again for the rest of the show.
But as soon as you see Fairy Tail, everybody got titties, even the old women.
Big ass titties.
Yes.
Bruh, Bleach.
Especially Bleach.
Big ass titties. And Bleach don't even need big ass titties.
It's good. This,
The fucking, what was her name? The lady with the orange hair. That bitch.
Nah, I know who you talking
Everybody
about.
in there.
and on Ron Cars.
All of them got big, and then they all got like crop tops and shit, bras or like no panties with thong or something crazy.
And that's
Not
how.
worth it.
Then that one with the when they brought the vampire to life.
Yeah.
No, the little girl, Nail.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! Don't even.
For what? Why would you give her? I mean, like, it's like you know it's coming. They're like, oh shit, she about to get a power because she was a useless ass character out of nowhere.
She was a
surprise. And she like, I didn't see the big ass titties come.
She's just another what's
I
called.
didn't even expect that though.
You didn't expect those big ass titties to come out of nowhere.
She was a little baby, bro. I was like,
Man.
I did not expect her to transform into this.
You ever
Other
seen?
shows have done that before, man. They ain't the first show.
You seen Sheer Hero, right?
Bro, that was right after Bleach, bro. That wasn't even out, bro.
You seen Sheer Hero, right?
Yeah, I see Shield Hero.
You see how she turned into adult after one episode, right?
They needed the titties.
Oh man, it's all for the titties.
Hell yeah, and it's always gonna be for the titties.
I mean, they use the fan service to get the fans so they can make the anime that they want to make. It's like when they use Flapjack to make the anime, make Adventure Time. They use Flapjack.
Man, you went off the board. Man. Come on now. You come out
forget.
animated versus big ass titties.
Okay, fine. They
Stick on
use.
the topic.
Okay, I'm still on this topic. I'm still waiting on season 3 of Is This a Zombie?
What?
You never seen Is This a Zombie?
Nope.
You never seen Is This a Zombie?
Nope.
Man, you gotta watch it. It's really good.
It sounds like half-ass porn.
No, shut up.
Half of the anime category is porn, bro. Just keep it real.
Yup. That's all. That's what it sounds just like too.
That's why I gotta be recommended. The shit gotta be hyped up before I even look at it. Cause I'm like, I don't really feel like. What was the prison school? I watched that one.
Man.
Bro, that was
It's not
hilarious.
really. I'd be like, yo, y'all can't dub this shit or y'all can't sub this shit to make me like. I just really want to watch some. You know what I'm saying? PG rated porn, man. I'm sorry. You can't do that to me.
Bro, I
Right,
was
prison
dying
school
at
so
that.
damn
Bro,
funny.
you can't lie, bro. That was fucking hilarious, dude.
The nigga said, hurt me, gun.
Like, yeah, prison school was kind of fun.
Wait, prison school was hilarious. I was dying
I
laughing.
wanted them to make a, bro, like right after season, like right after prison school done, bro. I went right to the manga and read the rest of that. I really wanted to know what happened right after. That mess was so hilarious. And right after reading the manga, bro, that should get even freaky. I'm like, what the?
Really?
Yeah.
It's just, they know what they doing. They don't do this stuff by mistake.
The little blonde-haired chick, she got jealous because what's his name wanted to date Chio. So they finally was about to get together. They finally got together at the end. The blonde-haired chick, she wanted to get her underwear back, right? This bitch come out of nowhere and tell Chio everything that happened. So she understood what was going on. It was like it wasn't on purpose, right? And he was like, no. And the blonde chick got mad and upset. She was like, well, give me my underwear back. He told her it was at the house. She was like, no, give me my underwear back. Bruh, tell me why she sat up there, took his pants off, and this dude was wearing her underwear.
Hell no. First of all,
He only wore it because he had no other way to ask this chick out. And he was like, I'm gonna have good luck wearing these. I'm like, what the? Why is he wearing her panties?
not
bro?
only did he unintentionally kill her, but she wanted that anime was just, it was just funny. That's all I got.
It was, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That was like the most hilarious anime that I have watched in my entire life.
So I was just sitting there
I watched
laughing
that
hard
anime
as on
about
the
7
way.
times, and I never got tired of it. And my second rated anime is, I ain't even gonna lie, Shield Hero.
Man, shit, hero good, ain't gonna lie.
That motherfucker made me want to jump through the punch out of that woman.
And she's still doing stuff.
Exactly, dude.
Hey, man, we way off topic. So is this the end of
Oh
it?
yeah.
Come on, man. Now we can continue this, but we still at it. Well, we done. Are we
I
done? Or
forgot,
are we?
man.
Man, yeah, we
I'm
can
I
running.
forgot.
we can go and end this podcast. It's about to be we almost 2 hours in.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
too
yeah.
much.
Yeah. I forgot we were still podcasting. I was.
But we're gonna go and end this. But again, I'm MC King. My YouTube is That Dude King. My Twitch is That Dude Streams. And every other platform like that, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. No, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Mixer is That Dude King. Then we have Marcellus.
Unless
You said what?
I want to do my outro.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh well,
Outro
Bullet
last.
Boy 94 is the stream, Twitch, and you have also on Twitter, Instagram, on everything. Pimping is what pimping does. Follow me, watch the stream.
What's up, guys? I'm homeless. Yeah.
He popped in just in time. As soon as he got finished.
Dude. Oh man. All right, go ahead, Jared.
Yep.
Your outro.
Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. Yeah.
All right, Jay.
And this is your boy Marcinelli. I hope y'all like this podcast. I hope y'all have something tasty to treat. And eat that bitch all week. And remember, this is your boy Marcinelli all the way. Instagram, Facebook, and you know what I mean. And
You can
always
even
remember,
find it. You can even find
blame
it
the system.
on Hente.
Blame the system because it's always the system's fault. Yeah.
All right. That being said, this is going to be the end of the podcast, the very first episode of the podcast. And I'll see y'all on the next one.